manage with this for a few months. It's in my new phone now, but I can manage with this for a few months. Samsung A6. Yes, A6, one of the cheapest phones ever.
You don't know